fantasy and spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't.
Nobody can stop me now.
What is going on, y'all? Y'all already know what time it is. It is Friday night, or I should say Friday evening, because the sun's still out right now. But you already know what time it is. It is time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Now, before we get started for tonight's episode, be sure to click one of two links in the description of this video. Whether you're looking for some merchandise to be fashionable, be sure to click on the link that says Linktree, No Mercy Sports, and click the link that says TrueVictory.com. Veteran owned, veteran operated. They know what they're doing. They're producing some awesome product right now as far as their t-shirts go. They have some awesome accessories, whether it's gym bags, patches, you name it. And be sure to use code No Mercy Sports 15 for 15% off your entire purchase. Or perhaps you're in the workout field. Then you got to click on the link that says Linktree Fit for Life Fitness. Be sure to click the tab that says the best at-home workout programs you will ever find. So it is Beachbody. It used to be Beachbody. It is now Body. Bravo, Oscar, Delta India. Man, oh man. Look, I was crapping on them for so long. But let me talk to you. They have some awesome programs. They have some awesome workouts. And man, oh man, are they going to push you. So when you sign up, be sure to use code James K Body. That's James K Bravo Oscar Delta India for 15% off when you sign up. Now, I know I'm trying to get back into the gym real soon. But I will say this. Woo-hoo! We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We got somebody waiting backstage, and don't piss me off because I got my Infinity Gauntlet with the final stone, baby. Let's fucking go. So let's get into it. Let me talk to you. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And man, oh man, it don't get any better than this. Man, I'll tell you what. Like I said, I got my Infinity Gauntlet. Don't piss me off right now or I will snap you out of existence. Now, I got somebody waiting backstage right now, and here he is.
Drink in my cup, in my hand. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Drink in my cup, in my hand. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man.
Drink in my cup, in my hand. Blow on my dude, cause they know I'm the man. I'm in the VIP cause I'm very important. Unfortunately, I see some niggas I can't stand. So I step to them suckers and confront them like I should. We can settle this now, we can settle this in the hood. So what y'all wanna do? I gotta...
Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. What's going on, Big Mac? Long time no see.
Yep, closing the store down now.
Hell yeah. What you been up to, man? I know you've been working.
Yeah, no. Last Friday, my dad passed away, so that kind of put a little wrench in my plans. And
Rest in peace,
no,
man.
it's
Rest
not,
in
it's not,
peace.
it's not, it's not that deep. It's not that deep.
I mean, still, like that's your dad at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I cried for like 20 minutes the one day. That's about the
Yeah.
extent of it. I mean, like I said, there's people that are good people out there. There's people that are bad people out there. You know what I mean? Like, you're a good person. You're good to people. A lot of people will love you. A lot of people will miss you. A lot of people will care for you. But when you're kind of a cruddy person, it's kind of hard for people to want to miss you and love you and hurt when you're gone. But
Yeah, no.
regardless, on to sports. On to
Let's
sports.
get it, baby. Look, because the first topic we are kicking off with, the San Antonio Spurs are in the conference finals right now, looking to go back to the NBA finals for the first time since 2014. Granted that the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl, they are coming off a Super Bowl appearance with a second-year quarterback and first-year head coach. Are we seeing the Spurs and Patriots back on top again like they were back in the 2000s?
Let's stop you right there. Variable is not no fucking first year coach. I guess he might have been the first year with the Patriots, but this man has been a head coach at other organizations. He's worked his way up every step.
Yeah.
So for me, even though yes he was with a new team, this isn't new. His defense isn't new. His offense scheme isn't new. None of the stuff was new, and that's why he dominated the way he did.
Yes. I will 100% agree to that. And like you said, yes, it was his first year with the New England Patriots. But like I said, are we seeing the Spurs and Patriots being back on top again like they were back in the 2000s?
Yes. So I will say the Patriots are going to be playoff contenders for the foreseeable future. Okay, that 100%. Okay, this Spurs team, while it does lean heavily on Wemby, and if Wemby's not there, it is an uphill battle sometimes. But you have Castle, you have Vassell, you have Harper. Like, they have a phenomenal.
You have
young group.
De'Aaron Fox, for crying out loud.
Well, I'm just talking about the young guys. I'm not talking about the vet.
That's
Fox
valid.
is the
That's
vet.
valid.
He's been in the league for what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
So that considered, the majority of their talent is young. They have dogs like Champagne and fucking Johnson coming off the bench. So like they have a well-established team this year. They showed that they can win with Wemby. They can win without him. And it has been a phenomenal year for these guys.
Yes. No, I 100% agree. Terry, being Terry, of course.
So I will say this, right, to Terry's comment. Should have been fired or at least suspended, because every other head coach that has been in the same type of drama and the same type of bullshit got what? They got suspended and they got fired.
Absolutely.
I do find it super unacceptable that the reporter is getting harsher consequences than Mike.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Like, the fact that he really is getting harsher consequences that Vrabel is, like, yo, we've heard time and time again from a certain Nashville fan that Vrabel is a piece of shit, but, like, bro, y'all went to the playoffs. You went to the AFC Championship in 2019, and you let Vrabel, AJ Brown, and even fucking Derrick Henry live in your fucking head rent free due to some fucking radio hosts. Like, what are you doing? Oh, man. Look, I've been screwed over worse times than that, my man. I tell you what. But yeah, No, like honestly, the Spurs are showing that they are a legitimate young team. They are definitely on the right track, going back to what they were back in the 2000s. Whether it was winning the championship in 2003, I believe 2005 and 2007. Like, bro, man, the Spurs are just this good this year, and they are without a doubt, as far as the Western Conference goes, in my opinion, the one team that can take out the Oklahoma City Thunder. Because right now, Adam Silver is legitimately shoving a fucking dynasty down our throats with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I hate it in every single way, because we legitimately saw growing up in basketball. And yeah, Terry, yes, I'm even speaking on this about the 2000s. We legitimately saw basketball teams become dynasties. We didn't see basketball dynasties be shoved down our fucking throats like the Oklahoma City Thunder are currently right now. Like, oh my God. It's just, it is mind-numbing of what the OKC Thunder have become this year. Like, the only team outside of the Spurs right now are the Knicks that actually had the best chance of beating the Thunder and actually winning a championship. Now, speaking of the Knicks, we're going to get to them you know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about it right now, because let's talk about it. It was talked about on ESPN's First Take, if the Montreal Canadiens go to the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, or if the Knicks go to the NBA Finals, which one is more impressive? And ESPN brought on former NHL player PK Subban. This man had the audacity, despite the fact that he actually played with the Montreal Canadiens, really said that the Canadiens going to the finals or even winning the Stanley Cup Finals would be more impressive than the New York Knicks. Bro, I get it. You fucking played for them, but what? Their last Stanley Cup playoff win was in 1993. The Knicks' last NBA Finals win was in the 70s. Let that sink in. You were probably still alive when the fucking Canadiens, or the Montreal Canadiens, won the goddamn Stanley Cup. You probably weren't alive when the fucking Knicks won the NBA Finals back in 73. Look, PK, love ya, but holy shit, did you ever glaze the ever-loving shit out of the Montreal Canadiens when you said that it would be a bigger deal for the Canadiens to not only go back to the Stanley Cup Finals, but to also win the Stanley Cup Finals? Good God, get the hell out of here, man. It would easily be a bigger deal for the Knicks to win their first NBA championship since 1973. We're talking 50 plus years here. But this ain't about the Knicks, all right? This ain't about the Knicks. This ain't about the Montreal Canadiens. This is about what the Spurs and Patriots are currently doing right now. This is currently about what the Spurs and Patriots are doing right now. Like I said, the Patriots are coming off a Super Bowl appearance. Yes, they lost in the Super Bowl, all right? But honestly, there is hope for the Patriots right now. They have Drake May. They are more than likely bringing back Mike Vrabel. Whether he retires or not, that's his decision. But knowing the type of person that Mike Vrabel is, he is going to want to go out on top as a champion. And the Patriots have a seriously young team to fucking do that for them. But yeah, I 100% believe that if there is one of two teams that could beat the OKC Thunder, it is without question the San Antonio Spurs or the New York Knicks. And yeah, honestly, we probably are back in the 2000s with the fact that the Spurs are looking at their first NBA Finals appearance for the first time since 2014, and that the New England Patriots are, yes, they're coming off the Super Bowl loss, but they went to the Super Bowl. Keep that in mind. Look at the team that they have. So, speaking of football, we're going to stick with football. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers, a.k.a. Aaron Rodgers, should have hung up the cleats many years ago instead of constantly tiptoeing the rope or tiptoeing around whether he was going to retire or not. Like, legitimately, even during the offseason, whether it was ESPN First Take or whatever fucking show was happening on FS1. When football was getting talked about, it was always about Aaron fucking Rodgers. And oh my God. Just blows me away. That was a topic of discussion. Is Aaron Rodgers going to retire? Is Aaron Rodgers not going to retire and come back to the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Green Bay Packers? Like, what? What? Oh. I'll tell you one thing, though. Now, I like the fact that the Steelers went out and drafted quarterback Drew Allar. But having him learn under Aaron Rodgers is literally ending someone's career before it even begins. So the question is, was bringing Aaron Rodgers back to the Pittsburgh Steelers a good move for the Steelers? Fucking no, it wasn't. Why? Because the one thing that Steeler fans are going to focus so hard on, is just finishing above 500. Now, they recently let Mike Tomlin go. They did. But they're not finishing. The Steelers aren't finishing above 500. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. And I'll tell you one thing. We saw it on the New York Jets. When the Steelers, it's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when the Steelers start going below 500. Aaron Rodgers is legitimately going to be pointing the finger in every single direction except himself, because this man has a lower accountability rate than most women walking this earth right now. Call me a liar, I dare you. But thank God, Aaron Rodgers straight up said that he was going to retire after this season. Like, bro, like LeBron James said when he won his first championship, it's about damn time. Because you should have retired years ago. Like, hell, you easily should have retired a year after you won your fourth NFL MVP. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're trying so hard to prove what? You won one Super Bowl and never went back. You lost to Eli Manning. Let that sink in. You lost to Eli fucking Manning on your home turf. The only time you got your get back was 5 years later. Fuck are we doing, dude? Just, he should have retired like literally the year after the Packers drafted Jordan Love. That should have been the year that you retired. Instead, you decided to drag it on and keep the Packers and us NFL fans guessing, oh, is he going to retire or is he not going to retire? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Go on the Pat McAfee show for all I care. Fucking do something. But honestly, when Rodgers retires, I'm not going to lose an ounce of sleep over it. Packer fans might, Steeler fans might, but I won't. But speaking of quarterbacks, the Chiefs are an absolute dumpster fire right now. And that's being generous. Let me explain why that they are. None of their players can't stay out of trouble during the offseason. I mean, Rashid Rice right now is looking at jail time for violating his parole. That's just for smoking weed. What? I mean, definitely different times. But anyways, that's another topic. That's another discussion for another day. But right now, if Mahomes isn't ready by the time that season rolls around, the Chiefs are looking at Justin Fields being their starting quarterback. The same Justin Fields who I personally believe the Bears should have stuck with. Because if you look at the 4 years that Justin Fields was running for his life with the Chicago Bears, it really took the Chicago Bears front office a year after Caleb Williams' rookie season to be like, you know what? Maybe the offensive line is the problem. Maybe it isn't the quarterback's problem. Now, was Justin Fields showing flashes in the pan? Yeah, absolutely. But that doesn't mean you should get rid of the fucking guy. Give him one more year in a fucking offensive line, and I guarantee you this man is producing. But it took 1 year of Caleb Williams' season when he was constantly running for his fucking life at USC for the Bears front office to be like, you know what? Yeah, we definitely need to invest in an offensive line. You should have done that after Justin Fields' first season. You dumb sons of bitches. But I digress. As the season approaches and the Chiefs open up the season against the Broncos, will we see Patrick Mahomes under center? I'll see it like this. Mahomes better pray that his physical therapy is doing him some serious good right now. And even on top of that, that he is fully healed by the time that the season starts. Because the fact that the Chiefs really went from, oh my God, what's his name? No, Gardner Minshew. That's it. The fact that they went from Gardner Minshew as a backup quarterback to now Justin Fields, the Chiefs better hope and pray that Patrick Mahomes is ready to start going into this season. Otherwise, they are up shit's creek without a paddle. Again, that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. So let's move on because we got plenty of time before the NFL season starts. Let's talk about some baseball right now. The Rockies are bad right now. There's no debating that. But if you look closely, the Mets have the second highest payroll in baseball right now. Second highest. I shit you not. Look it up. Yeah, so the Rockies are the second worst team in baseball right now. But if you look at it closely, the Mets have the second highest payroll in baseball. And on top of that, I'm just about to say, the Mets are currently 3.5 games ahead. 3.5 games ahead. And the Rockies are second to last in the league right now. The Rockies are currently running on the power of friendship. Could the Rockies finish with a better record than the Mets after this season? Honestly, it's honestly looking like a possibility right now. It really fucking is. It really fucking is looking like the Rockies could finish with a better record than the Mets. And like I said, I'm not talking about next season. I'm talking about this season. The Mets have the second highest payroll in baseball right now, and the Rockies are 3.5 games from having a better record than the Mets. Keep that in mind. Like, I know I constantly talk about, baseball is a marathon, not a sprint. It's this, it's that. Like, but it's not. No, not. That's not it. Just because you have some serious money, it's more about what you do with it it's more about what you do with it than fucking what you have with it, if that makes sense. But just honestly, I really could see the Rockies finishing with a better record than the Mets this season just the Rockies finishing with a better record than the Mets this season. The Rockies are currently the Mets are currently 6 games under 500 right now. And they have the second highest payroll in baseball. To the Dodgers, mind you. Oh, don't worry. We're for sure going to talk some PCA. Don't worry about that. So, but until then, we're going to take our first commercial break, and we will be right back.
hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth. I'm a bad guy, the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the
Nobody can stop me now.
All right. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. That is a list that is going to be saved for the last portion of the show. We got plenty of time to talk about that list. And man, oh man, did it ruffle some feathers on Twitter. Big shout out to the host with the most villainous takes you will find on social media, being Andrew Anderson, the host of the Villains podcast. Man, oh man, did that shit blow the fuck up on Twitter or what? So many people on Twitter and even social media alone are pissed about this list. Don't worry, Jenkins, you gonna see the list too, because man, it might even ruffle your feathers. But for right now, yes, let's talk about the Chicago White Sox. Whoa! I did not expect them to have this type of season this year, because wow, I think bringing in Murakami was exactly what the White Sox needed, because Antonocci is stepping up. They have a bunch of young dudes stepping up. I'm pretty sure that they have a pitcher by the name of David Martin, who last I heard was pitching with a 1.62 ERA. This team, the Chicago White Sox, are easily stepping in the right direction to be contenders like they were 5 years ago. It is crazy right now. Absolutely fucking crazy what the Chicago White Sox are doing right now. But speaking of baseball, it's never about how much money you have, but what you do with it that matters. And right now, again, shout out to the host with the most villainous takes you will find on social media, being Andrew Anderson, the host of the Villains podcast. The Atlanta Braves are currently the top team in baseball right now. The Tampa Bay Rays, another team we're going to get to in just a bit, are a half game out of battling the Braves for the best record in the fucking league. But you won't hear that on First Take anytime soon. You damn sure ain't going to hear that on fucking FS1 anytime soon. Nah! So let's talk about it. Despite having the highest payroll in baseball right now, could we likely see the Braves make a playoff run? Yes, the fuck we could. Dare I say they could. They are more than likely the team that dethrones the fucking Dodgers. And the Dodgers have the highest payroll in baseball right now. I'm being dead serious when I say that. I really think that as far as the National League is concerned, the Braves are definitely the team to look out for as far as taking out the Dodgers and dethroning them goes. Because, my God, everybody and their dead relative has literally predicted that the Dodgers are going to three-peat this year and ruin baseball and literally be the reason why baseball gets a salary cap for signing players. The Dodgers have the fucking Avengers on their team right now. Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, fucking Kyle Tucker, Freddie Freeman, the Mookie Betts. The list goes on and on with the Dodgers right now. But you look at a team like the Braves. Yeah. Ronald Acuna Jr. was coming off season-ending injury. Bro picked up where he left off. Like the Braves, they got an awesome roster this season, and everybody is healthy this year, and it is showing. Like I said, dare I say the Braves could knock out the Dodgers from three-peating this year, but it's not about how you start. And granted, we're well a quarter of the way into the season right now. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And damn it, I sincerely hope that the Braves are definitely the team to take out the Dodgers. Maybe it's the Chicago Cubs. Maybe. We don't. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Damn straight. Been drinking since 12:30. Do I give a fuck? Hell no. Cheers, buddy. Coors Light, by the way. Yeah. So let's move on from the LA Dodgers to somebody who finished second in AL MVP and fans erupted that he got robbed. I dare you to fight me on this. Ooh, because I'll tell you what, I cannot fucking wait till we get to the final fucking segment of this show. Because the same people that were getting saltier than the Dead Sea that Cal Raleigh finished in AL MVP are the same people that are hella quiet right now. Now, if you don't know, Cal Raleigh had the greatest season for a catcher of all time last season. He had, I believe, a 247 batting average, led the league in home runs with 60, and I don't know what his RBIs were, but just offensively, Cal Raleigh was having the greatest season of all time for a catcher. This man finished second in AL MVP, and fans erupted that he got robbed. Well. Where the fuck those same people at? Where are they at? Because look at Cal Raleigh's numbers right now. Yes, I realize that he was on a 10-day IL, but he is currently batting 161, hasn't even cracked 10 home runs, and is under 10 fucking RBIs this season. Go look at Judge's numbers. Look at what Judge is doing this season. Look at what little Aaron is doing this season. Tell me, look at the numbers between Judge and Raleigh this season and tell me that Raleigh deserved to be the AL MVP last season. Fucking tell me. But the question at hand is, what is Raleigh showing this season why he wasn't robbed of AL MVP last season? Yes, the fuck he is. He wasn't robbed. He was not robbed of AL MVP last season. And his numbers this season are fucking showing it. The man is almost batting 150. Put that in your head. He is batting almost 150 this season. Hasn't even cracked 10 home runs. But hey, let's go back to last season. Why? Because the man was batting under 250. Judge was almost at 340. Judge was literally getting intentionally walked while pitchers knew that Raleigh was leading the league in home runs and still pitching to him. Let me put it to you like this. Raleigh got walked 97 times last season. Judge got walked 124 times. Judge got walked 27 more fucking times than Raleigh did last season. And I guarantee you, out of those 27 times, fucking 90% of them were intentional. Judge was beating Raleigh in every offensive category imaginable except home runs. Judge got walked 127 times or 124 times and still produced 53 home runs. 124 times he got walked, and I guarantee you 90% of those were intentional because pitchers were that scared to pitch to him. But people are really out here defending that Raleigh got robbed and think he should have won AL MVP. No. Raleigh was not robbed of AL MVP. He was not robbed. The only reason that Raleigh would have gotten AL MVP was for literally leading the league in home runs. Now, before y'all go on to say that, oh, he was playing catcher while Aaron Judge was standing out in the outfield, unless he was fucking Yadier Molina or Yogi Berra or Johnny Bench behind the fucking plate, he didn't deserve AL MVP. He did not deserve it. Get out of your fucking fantasy lands, because Raleigh, yes, should he have gotten AL MVP? Yeah, absolutely. But the only reason that he would have gotten it was on a fucking feel-good story that season last year. That is literally the only reason Raleigh would have won AL MVP. That is one of the reasons why Raleigh would have won AL MVP. For a feel-good fucking story and leading the league in home runs. Meanwhile, Judge was essentially the centerpiece of one of the best outfields last season. I just sometimes I don't get how people operate. Like I said, Raleigh was clearly wasn't robbed of AL MVP. Bro was batting under 250 and only led the league in home runs and got walked less times than Judge did. And Judge was easily getting intentionally walked more times than Raleigh was. But that's another topic of discussion for another time. Let's talk about some underrated teams right now in the ML in baseball this season. Let's talk about the Washington Nationals. As I mentioned earlier, it's not about how much money you have, but what you do with it that matters. However, for the Nationals, that hasn't been the case this season. Really hasn't been the case because they've been stockpiling some draft picks that they got, whether it was C.J. Abrams or James Wood. And right now, the Nationals are really taking a step in the right direction to essentially being playoff contenders once again. They are ahead of the Mets in the NL East right now. Don't believe me? Go check ESPN. And if you don't have ESPN on your phone, download it. It's free. But I'll tell you what. With the Nationals being 2.5 games ahead of the Mets in the NL East right now, are the Nationals a team to watch out for with their young roster? Yes, the fuck they are. They are easily a team to watch out for, and it's not even close. Now, I know the Marlins, they have a young team, and yeah, they're in last place right now in the NL East, but hey, the fucking Mets have the second highest payroll in baseball right now. And the Marlins are currently running on the power of friendship. The same thing could be said for the fucking Nationals. The Nationals are currently 25-26 right now. Maybe they get to 500 this season. Maybe they don't. Who knows? But I'm telling you right fucking now, I honestly think that the Nationals are definitely a team worth watching out for. Because, man, do they have a young roster, and it's not even close. They are definitely a team to watch out for. But I digress. Let's talk about one of the youngest rosters in the league and talk about a team that is battling the Atlanta Braves for the best record in the league. And I ain't talking about the Dodgers. I ain't talking about the Yankees. No. I'm talking about the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay fucking Rays. Look, I honestly anticipated the AL East coming down to the Yankees and Blue Jays, but wow, I wasn't expecting the Rays to come out of the gate this season guns fucking blazing. They're currently behind the Braves right now by a half game for the best record in the league. And sitting comfortably atop the AL East in first place. Could we see the Tampa Bay Rays make a playoff run this year? Yes. They have a seriously young, talented fucking team. Look, I haven't been paying much attention to the Tampa Bay Rays this season. Why? Because, you know, like I said, I thought the AL East was going to come down to the New York Yankees or even the fucking Toronto Blue Jays. But the Toronto Blue Jays are currently suffering from a World Series hangover right now. But the fact that the Tampa Bay Rays, of all teams in the AL East, are doing this good right now, I say watch out for them. Watch out for the Tampa Bay Rays, baby. Because we honestly may see the same run that the Rays go on this season compared to the same run they went on 6 years ago in the 2020 playoffs. Now, granted, coronavirus was a big reason why the MLB season was shortened that year. But I'm telling you right now, watch out for the Tampa Bay Rays, baby. So, we're going to take our final commercial break. When we get back, oh, this is one thing I've been waiting for, baby. This is one thing I've fucking been waiting for. When we get back, like I said, shout out to Andrew Anderson, the host with the most villainous takes on college sports, whether it's football, whether it's baseball. This man posted a list I made on his Twitter about the top 5 teams I believed that won the World Series. And man, oh man, did people get fucking saltier than the Dead Sea over it. We're going to take our final commercial break. When we get back, we're going to talk about it. I got the list right here with me, and I know the comments are going to be blowing up. Stay tuned, y'all. You're not going to want to miss it. All right. Looks like I forgot to put the loop on.
Nobody can stop me now.
Oh, I've been waiting for this segment to come around. Ooh, I've been waiting for this segment. Now, there were definitely some good good topics that I had to talk about on this show. Whether it was Rodgers coming back as a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, whether it was the Braves being the top team in baseball right now, whether it was the Tampa Bay Rays battling the Braves for the top to be the top team in baseball right now. I've been waiting for this segment, and it's not even close. So, about a week or so ago, I was two sheets to the wind when I made this list. But decided, hey, you know what? Let me make a top 5 list of the top 5 teams, including some honorable mentions of top 5 teams that won the World Series. I'm not talking top 5 teams of all time to win the World Series. I'm just talking top 5 teams to win the World Series. That is it. I'm talking about teams I saw win the World Series. The time is finally here. Like I've been saying, the host with the most villainous takes in college sports. And shout out to Andrew Anderson because he posted this on his Twitter. And man, oh man, the comments did not disappoint because I had to make it known that it was my list. He just posted it. That's all he did. Shout out to Andrew. So, if you're on Twitter or if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I posted it as well. Here is the list. I see the viewer count is growing right now. Big shout out to almost 60 people that are tuning in right now. And I really genuinely hope that this comment section blows the fuck up. I really hope it does. Because here's the list, baby. Here are the top 5 teams with honorable mention the top 5 teams to win, in my opinion, to win the World Series. Now, let's talk about it, all right? Let's talk about the honorable mentions first. The 2003 Miami Marlins took down the 2003 New York Yankees. This was a literal David versus Goliath matchup. The Marlins more than likely were a bottom tier team as far as payroll goes. I'm talking they had Craig Counsell, or no, they still had a baby Miguel Cabrera on their team. As I said, the Marlins definitely deserve to be on the honorable mention list because they took out the juggernaut New York Yankees. Like I said, a literal David versus Goliath matchup. One thing that's definitely getting talked about outside of the 1927 New York Yankees is the fact that the 05 White Sox should be on the list because they went 11-1. Now, I know it's ironic because I'm rocking the Chicago White Sox. I mean, that sounds like a you problem, man. But look, hey, I'll say this. I'll defend Clay. Look, cheating is wrong, regardless of what your status is. But the fact that people are defending Meg the Stallion and not really realizing what Klay Thompson was doing in the NBA prior to Meg the Stallion is crazy work. So, like I said, let's get back to the 2005 Chicago White Sox. They went 11-1 in the postseason based off their pitching alone. And that's reasonable. They broke an 80-plus-year-old curse. Good for them. What'd they do outside of that? Now, look, I get it. Pitching is one thing. And I know that I got the 2016 Cubs as second on here. I'm going to get to them in just a bit. All right? I'm going to get to the 2016 Cubs. But let's talk about the 2005 Chicago White Sox. Look, maybe it's just because I'm bringing up dynasties, but it was good what the 05 White Sox did, but it wasn't good enough, in my opinion, to make the top 5 list. Now, let's get last but not least on the honorable mention list. The 1927 New York Yankees. Some may argue they are the greatest baseball team of all time. Some may say they are the greatest baseball team of all time. You know, they were literally dubbed Murderers Row. You would think with a nickname like Murderers Row, they would win more than 110 games. Let me put it to you like this. The 2002 Oakland Athletics ripped off a 20-game win streak. And they were bottom tier portion in payroll. Still won 102 games that season. Now, I know the 1927 Yankees, again, arguably the best team in baseball, won the World Series. They had 110 wins. They had this. They had that. Good for them. I didn't watch them play. I know I'm a historian, history geek and all that, but the literal reason I am putting the 1927 Yankees on the honorable mention list is for 3 movies: The Sandlot, Moneyball, and Avengers Age of Ultron. If you know about Avengers Age of Ultron, hey, good for you. But when you don't worry, I'm going to get to the 1998 Yankees and the 2016 Cubs. But when you are a baseball team dubbed the nickname with Murderers Row, you should easily win more than 110 games. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Now, let's talk about the 5th team on this list, the 2010 San Francisco Giants. This team was stacked. I'm not saying that they would beat the 1927 Yankees. They may beat the 2005 White Sox and 2003 Miami or Florida Marlins, but they're more than likely not going to be beating the 1927 Yankees anytime soon. This team was stacked and delivered the Giants their first World Series ring in God knows how long. Listen to the song Black and Orange by San Quinn. 2010 Giants, all-time greats. Now, yes, they went 92-70 that season, but man, oh man, do not get it twisted. Do not judge a book by its cover by any means necessary. The 2010 Giants started something that they would proceed to go on, where they would win 3, much like the Blackhawks, win 3 championships in a course of 5 years. Keep that in mind. Now, let's move on to number 4, the 2015 Kansas City Royals. Again, this is going off of teams who I saw win the World Series. 2 out of the 3 teams I saw win the World Series in the honorable mention list deserved it, easily deserved it. But let's talk about the 2015 Kansas City Royals. This was a team where nearly their entire lineup, whether it was offense or defense, 8 out of their 9 players were starting in the All-Star game. Now, look, I know that the All-Star game is biased and everything like that. It is fan popular. Go off of whatever you want to go off of. But the fact that a fucking MLB team nearly started in the All-Star game. They're an American League team, by the way. Look it up. Look it the fuck up. The Kansas City Royals had 8 out of their 9 players start in the 2015 All-Star game. They went on a tear that season in 2015. And it wasn't even close. Now, granted, the New York Mets gave them a run for their money. That's fine. That's the only thing that the Mets did outside of 1986. Next up, let's talk about the 2004 Boston Red Sox. I'm a diehard Yankees fan, but holy shit, was the 2004 Red Sox team fucking loaded. I'm talking so loaded that Netflix made a goddamn documentary on the 04 Red Sox when they were down 3-0 in the ALCS against the Yankees of all teams, came back and won in 7 games. That was the start of something for the Boston Red Sox. I mean, we're talking Pedro Martinez, Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz, quite possibly Nomar Garcia-Parra. This team was stacked head to fucking toe. Johnny fucking Damon, for Christ's sake. I'm a Yankees fan, and I hate the Boston Red Sox. But I'll be damned if I don't include the 04 Red Sox on this list. And again, fight me in the goddamn comments that the 1927 Yankees should be higher on this list. But we're about to get into the top 2 teams. We're about to get into number 2. And the fact that actual Chicago Cub fans really believe that the 2016 Cubs are overranked, are highly ranked for that matter. You're not a fucking Cubs fan. Yeah, I know I got a Chicago White Sox hat on. You're not a fucking Cubs fan if you actually watched the 2016 Chicago Cubs break a 108-year-old curse and think, oh, the 2005 Chicago White Sox are better than the 2016 Cubs. The 2016 Cubs finished 17 and a half games ahead of the goddamn St. Louis Cardinals. Show me how many games ahead that the 2005 Chicago White Sox finished ahead of the second place team. Now, yes, the Chicago Cubs in 2015 when 93 and 71, I want to say. However, the next season, they went on one of the most insane revenge tour seasons I have ever seen in my entire life. Like I said, they finished 17 and a half fucking games ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals were literally the only team within shouting distance of them. And if you think that's crazy, wait until I get to the 1998 New York Yankees. The 2015 Chicago Cubs went to the NLCS and got swept by the New York Mets. They took it personally that lost season. And like I said, they went on one of the most insane revenge tour seasons I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. Now, people are clearly seeing this list and obviously saying, oh, well, I guess the 90 or 75, 76 Reds didn't exist. I got into baseball when the Yankees were running the fucking league. God forbid I was watching when the Reds were on the downfall, when they had a injury-prone Ken Griffey Jr. and whatever the fuck they're producing right now. I know I should do research, but holy fucking shit. I am literally going off of teams. Bitch, I was born in 1990. Fuck you. I was a goddamn kid in 1998. I was 8 years old in 1998. So, let's get to it. My number 1 pick for this list is the 1998 New York Yankees. Like I said, people really think that the 1927 Yankees should be number 1, or even the 75-76 Reds should be number 1. People are saying, "Oh, this is recent bias." God forbid I got into baseball when the Yankees were running the fucking league. The 1927 Yankees finished with 110 wins in their season. The 1998 Yankees finished 114 and 48. They set the single season record for most wins in a season. They won more games than the 1927 New York Yankees. The fucking Oakland Athletics won 20 straight games in their season. Practically double what the 27 Yankees ripped off for a winning streak. I'm not saying the 27 Yankees are trash. No. I am easily saying that when you are a baseball team with a nickname dubbed Murderers Row, you should easily have more than 110 wins. The 1998 Yankees, yes, they may have had the highest payroll in baseball that year. They went 11-2 in the postseason. The only team, they swept the Texas Rangers, they swept the San Diego Padres in the World Series. The only team that got wins off of them in the postseason were the Cleveland fucking Indians. And mind you, the Cleveland Indians were coming off a World Series loss to the Florida fucking Marlins. Keep that in mind. In my opinion, should the 27 Yankees be on the top 5 list? Yes. Do I think they should be in the honorable mention list? Also, yes. But the 1998 Yankees set the single season fucking record for most wins in a season, finishing 114 and 48. Now, granted, that record stood the test of time up until the Mariners beat that record, finishing with 116 wins. But when you compare the 98 Yankees to the 2001 Seattle Mariners, that's literally like comparing the 96 Bulls to the 2016 Golden State Warriors. Show me one person on the 2001 Seattle Mariners team that is better than a player on the 1998 Yankees team. Let it be known in the comments. But for right now, this is my list for the top 5 teams that won the World Series. I'm not talking top 5 teams of all time. No. I'm talking top 5 teams I witnessed win the World Series. But y'all motherfuckers want to be in your fucking feelings saying like, oh, I guess the 1975-76 Reds didn't exist. I guess this team, the 1984 Detroit Tigers didn't exist. The 1961 New York Yankees didn't exist. The fucking 92-93 Toronto Blue Jays didn't exist. Again, God forbid I got into baseball when the fucking Yankees were running the league at the time in the late 90s. And Terry can even vouch for me on this. I was born in 1990. I have seen the Yankees win 5 championships in my lifetime. And I will 100% stand by that the 2016 Chicago Cubs easily deserve to be on this list. Just look at the roster that the Chicago Cubs had in 2016 and how they finished in 2016 and fucking fight me. Fucking fight me. But that is all the time that we have for tonight. I really hope everybody out there, the 68 people that tuned in for tonight's episode, I really hope y'all got your money's worth. Hey, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. But obviously we got the weekend coming up. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Don't end up in the hospital dead or in jail. If you end up in jail, be sure to call somebody whose number you know by heart. And then after that, proceed to establish dominance quickly. All right. But like I said, look, if you're looking to getting back into working out, be sure to click the link in the description of this video that says Linktree Fit for Life Fitness and click the tab that says best at home workout programs. It is Beachbody or Body as they now go by, which is Bravo Oscar Delta India. They have some awesome workout programs, whether you're a beginner, whether you're full-fledged into working out, being an intermediate, or you're an expert into working out and you're looking to get insane, which get into insanity, man. Like, man, I'm telling you. Oof. But if you're on the lookout to make a purchase for t-shirts and everything like that, be sure to click the link that says Linktree No Mercy Sports. Click the tab that says TrueVictory.com. They are veteran-owned, veteran-operated. They have some awesome shirts. They have t-shirts that are college-inspired by colors and everything like that. They got gym bags. They got patches. They got stickers. They got everything. Be sure to check them out and be sure to use code No Mercy Sports 15 for 15% off your entire purchase, whether that's for True Victory or you can use code James K Body as it's scrolling across the screen for 15% off when you sign up for Beachbody, baby. That's all the time that we have for tonight. Until next time, peace